Hello everyone, and welcome to Mystic Moonstone's weekly angel card reading. The duration for this reading is the 15th through to the 21st. Okay, let's have a look of August before Mel accuses me of forgetting the day. Okay, so shall we have a look and see what the angels have in store for us this week? First card we have is Archangel Jophiel. And we have illumination. When Archangel Jophiel comes in, she quite often helps us just to see the simple beauty of life. She is known as the angel of beauty. And sometimes you need to have something illuminated to you to actually realise what you've got. Okay, so let's just have a look and see what the influence card is that goes with that. Can you all hear me? I think my voice feels a little quiet today. The angel of the universe, you are being encouraged to expand your thinking. I nearly said you're all being expanded then, which okay. That's how it kind of flew into my mind, that you are being expanded. So I kind of feel for some of you, it may actually be quite literally being expanded in a way of new ideas coming in, new concepts, new knowledge, realising that you've actually got everything you already need, hence the beauty of your life, and just taking it and actually thinking outside the box and taking all that and moving forward, realising that things don't have to be as bad as you think they are. If you actually look at it from a different angle, a different viewpoint, you'll actually see benefits in this situation. Okay, so let's just see. It's only the first couple of cards, but that came in really strong there. Okay, we have Archangel Chamuel and Divine Love. So for some of you, this will be with regards to a relationship. Perhaps you've been wanting more out of this relationship, more that isn't currently there, but has the potential to be there. You know, sometimes when we get into a relationship and we meet someone and they feel so right, and we want everything to move at our timetable, and sometimes, you know, it's just about divine timing, it's about letting things unfold. You know, you wouldn't plant a seed and expect this beautiful flower that kind of, grows up from the seed to suddenly just pop open. You know, you would know that it needs to go through stages, it needs to be nurtured in order to reach its full potential, its full bloom. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, very interesting this. We have the Angel of Union. Two cards, so perfectly matched. Okay, the Angel of Union is a partnership is blessed and destined for greatness. Okay, so for those of you who maybe are worried about a relationship, who are thinking it's not going to, it's not going to stand the test of time, those of you who maybe are wanting things to be pushed forward at a time that isn't right, if you've just embarked on a relationship and you're kind of thinking, is this the one? We'll take this as a good sign. Okay. For others, the partnership can be quite literal. If you're going into business with someone, if you're working with someone in making something forward, taking something forward in a way that you want it to, then that partnership is going to work and it's going to work well. And I've said that because Archangel Chamuel is also the spiritual careers counsellor. So this could be work related, it could be that you've been put to work with someone who you really gel with, and it will be a partnership and it will take you both forward. Okay, so let's have a look at the end of the week. Okay. Archangel Sandalphon and prayers. Okay, when we have the prayer card, it's like don't be afraid to pray for what you want. A little bit of a cosmic order card, I suppose, in some ways. But it's also about prayers being answered, especially when we look at the Archangel who's bringing this card in. Archangel Sandalphon is the one who brings in our prayers answered. Okay, so the end of the week, positive news, feeling that you've reached that place. If you're in that relationship, you may feel a lot more safer, a lot more secure as we go into next weekend. If you're in a relationship, and I always say this because we always kind of focus on new relationships and you know, we tend to forget the relationships that have just been going on and on and on. And as somebody in a relationship that's gone on and on, you know, I can tell you, you have the good times, you have the bad times, you have the times where you kind of feel like you never fall out of love, but you kind of feel like maybe you're not putting enough in, maybe they're not putting enough. And then other times you wake up and think, oh, how did I ever live without this person? Okay, and you know, and I think that's everybody's marriage has good times, bad times, dips, and you know, we tend to forget about that. But you know, quite often, you know, the angels come around and they remind us that the person we're with is an answer to our prayers, and to be grateful for that and to say a little prayer of thank you. So, you know, if you're somebody who's in a long-term relationship, this reading goes just as much for you. Okay, and we have the shadow self. I like the shadow self because the shadow self is about stepping out of the shadows. It's about, you know, sometimes the shadow self can be about what you count as what's negative about you. You know, maybe you think it's a flaw, maybe, you know, and you kind of hide it and you put a persona on and you wear a mask. And you know, when the shadow self comes up, it's about actually embracing that side of you, embracing what you normally hide away and letting the world see it, and allowing your true, authentic self to step out of the shadows. Okay, so, you know, prayers being answered for some of you will be a chance to actually step out into the light. You know, we have illumination at the beginning of this reading. If we go back, we've got illumination, which is light, which is throwing light on a situation, which is bringing something to light, which is kind of just illuminating a situation. The angel of the universe is about expanding, you know, expanding your thoughts, being willing to accept new ideas, to take in new concepts. Divine love, Archangel Chamuel, what comes to light may be linked to career because he is the spiritual careers counsellor, but he's also the angel who connects us with our soulmates. Okay, divine, you see, you have divine love, and then under that you have the angel of union. A partnership is blessed and destined for greatness. So, you know, so that is a blessing coming to a partnership. It's it can be as in a relationship is going to go on to be a great partnership, as in commitment. You've got a dove there, which is symbolic of love. It can also be literal because he is the spiritual careers counsellor. So it may be that, you know, the two of you are going to work well in a business sense, that two people are going to work well in a work environment and actually pull something off. Maybe it's going to be a collaboration of ideas coming together, you know, co-authors of a project. Okay. The last card is Archangel Sandalphon, the angel who brings back your prayers answered. So at the end of the week you may start to see signs that your prayers are being answered. If you're in that relationship you may feel better. If you've been in a long-term relationship you may feel the love coming in around you really strong that weekend. You may find that you've got confirmation that the job you've been after has come in, or anything else that you have been sending out prayers for. You will get answers, you will get confirmations, you will start to see your prayers being answered. And if you're one of those who maybe haven't been praying for anything, haven't even been sure what it is that you're after, maybe you've just seen someone for the first time across the road where you work or something like that, and you know, it may be a time to start sending out fresh prayers, okay, for that person to come into your life. Or maybe you go through this week and something comes to light that you realise you're not in the right career place. You know, you want to do more, you want to do something different. Archangel Chamuel will come in midweek, kind of fill you up with all that passion. You want to do something different. And then you may find, for some of you, it's actually a case of, come on, place your prayers. Tell the universe and tell others what it is that you desire. The shadow self, it's time to step out of the shadows. Okay, in all those situations, it's time for you to step forward and for you to shine. Okay, that's the end of this week's reading. Thank you all for listening to me. It's always, always lovely to do these videos. I'm always saying something about the page being inactive lately. We've had so many changes going on for us as a family, and just trying to keep up with it all and juggle it all, and obviously I have other commitments as well. What I will say is just bear with me. We're probably not going to sort of make any huge sweeping changes for the next couple of weeks. Wait till the kids go back. which isn't till the first week of September for me. And when everything kind of restores, goes back to normal, and yeah, harmony's restored, and there's some thinking space and some time to develop things, watch out, because I've actually got a lot of plans that I want to bring to the page, a lot more interaction, and it's a case of, I don't want to shout about it, because sometimes when you shout about something you give energy away. It's the same as when you're writing a book. If you talk about the plot too much, when you come to write it down, the energy's kind of fizzled. But if you keep it inside, and then when you write it down, it flows. So I want to do the same with the page. So I will just say, watch out from the first week of September, because things are going to move up rapidly. Okay, love and light to you all. Bye. Hello, and we've reached the part we call the drawer. Before I do the drawer, I just want to ask out there, is there anyone who can really understand why I've got Firestarter, the song, going round and round my head? And I just feel like I want to deliver this with love. Which is a really strange song to be giving out. You know, if it was I Just Called to Say I Love You or something like that, I could understand. But I just feel, you know, I'm not going to sing, because I've always told people I can't sing. But you know the one, I'm Firestarter, and all that stuff. Yeah, that's what I've got going around my head. So, you know, so Firestarter, I just really feel that I want, and it feels like I want to give it to Babe with love. Okay, so whoever it is really bringing out love, and it's the word babe I'm hearing over and over at the same time, and I don't normally, it's not a word I use. Okay, so not sure why I'm getting that, but I just thought I'd give it, because it doesn't feel like it's connected to this. But anyway, let's see who comes out. Ah, okay. Jonathan McKenzie. Congratulations, Jonathan. If you can take Firestarter, then please do. I didn't feel it was connected to you, but you know, if you can take Firestarter and the word babe. Anybody else watching, you know, I mean, you know, if it means something to you, then PM me and we'll see what we come up with. Okay, Jonathan. We have your chakra clearing, put my teeth back in, chakra clearing, and it's Archangel Metatron. Now, Archangel Metatron is the angel who helps us to get organised. Okay, he's the angel who helps us to get organised, to get motivated, and basically to focus on what we need to be focusing on. The chakra clearing card is about clearing your energies. Okay, and it's about looking at where's blocked and finding a way to move through that block. Now, as I'm looking at this card, you've only got a few colours on here. There's lots of pinks and lots of purples, which would go with the crown chakra, would go with the heart chakra, the purple, the pink. Also, the pink would be about placing a little bit more unconditional love towards yourself, Jonathan, okay, not being so harsh on yourself. But I'm not really drawn to those colours with you. I feel that you are highly spiritual. I feel you are already progressing down a spiritual path. Probably even far more than you realise it, because I feel that you come from a more scientific, more logical kind of background. But I just feel as you've gone along life's path, you've started to realise that, you know, it doesn't have to be a choice, and the two can actually merge. And I think you've seen too much to discount it, and you felt too much to discount it. And I really feel that were you to really embrace everything, and I know I've spoken to you before about dream journals, about journaling, about that kind of connection. I feel channeling with you, and I feel the more that you do that, the more you will get will come through to you. Okay. What I was going to say was the colour that I'm really being drawn to as I'm speaking to you is the yellow. And I feel that this is actually the solar plexus that is blocked, and I feel that there's a blockage around here. There's almost like you want to do something, you want to take something forward, you want to step into your power, Jonathan, but something is holding you back. And I feel what is holding you back is your own sense that maybe you won't be able to do it. Okay, and I really feel the more you believe in yourself, the more you will take this forward, and the more you will go forward with the project that you want to go forward with. Okay, so you've got the right angel around you, you've got Metatron who's going to help you, and it is a case of really focusing on the on your highest priority. Sorry, I've got somebody coming in as I'm talking to you, and I'm trying to, I want to get this out first, so I'm being a bit rude and I'm kind of asking just step back a little bit. I'm ever so sorry about this. One of the things I will say is this angel, and I feel this is really important for you, really came into his own. I mean, he's always been there, he's always been important, so I'm not trying to belittle Archangel Metatron in any shape or form. He led Moses through his wilderness to his promised land, you know, and there would have been times when Moses would have really felt like, what the hell have I done? Why have I done this? You know, and this angel kept him going. Okay, so you know, so don't worry about things, Jonathan. But this angel is really connected with the year 2012. Okay, that is the real year that he really brought forward a lot of new energies. He reawakened a lot of new light workers. It's really a time of enlightenment, of attunement, and I really feel if you look back, you will see that there was almost like a wake-up call for you around that time. Okay, not all wake-up calls are pleasant, not all wake-up calls are obvious, but I really want you to spend some time looking back and just seeing what happened around 2012 for you. Okay. I said I've got somebody coming forward, and the reason I was pushing them back, Jonathan, is whoever this is making me aware, and I don't know, it's not how anybody would take a passing, so I don't think it's a passing. It may be somebody, either yourself or somebody close to you, but I've got like a feeling, a strange feeling in my jaw. It feels like either a toothache or something around there, and it was making me feel very hard to focus, but it seemed to be going up into the ear, so it could even be some kind of sinus or something like that related, but it's around the jaw. I don't know if this person who came in had problems with their teeth or something around there, or it's, you know, but I feel it's more, okay, I feel it's more for somebody on the earth plane. I'm also hearing the name, it sounds like Nile. Okay, I don't know if I'm hearing that right, because I don't know if it should be Neil, but I want to say Nile. That's the way I'm hearing it, and I can't really change it. I don't, okay, alright. Oh, I've got one of my guys around me who does my nose as well, so I'm going to do a lot of that. I'm really sorry about that. Right, I've got the name Niall coming in, but I don't feel this was his name. I'm being drawn to your name, Jonathan, but I want to have it shorter, so I want to have John. I feel this man goes back a couple of generations, so I feel possibly a grandfather. If not a grandfather, then a grandfather's brother. I feel the name James should also come in and link in around him. I feel this man would have been very good with his hands, very good at fixing things, but not so good at communicating. He's not doing a great job now, to be honest, apart from hurting my jaw. Oh, right, okay. I almost feel, you know, in the main reading we were talking about expanding, and I feel like my jaw's expanding, so I don't know if this man would have had quite a prominent jaw, but it's really, it's like round here, it's where I'm feeling it. Definitely a man, a few words, but big gestures. And I feel his hands would have just, you know, if you said you wanted something, or those around him said they wanted something, because I don't even know if you would have met this gentleman, because he feels like he's been over a long time on that side. But I just feel he would have rolled up his sleeves and got on with it. And what I want to say is, what are you waiting for, son? It's time for you to roll up your sleeves and get on with it. Okay, there is a project around you that needs to be started. Okay, and that's why you've got this angel, that's why you've got this lovely gentleman in with you. Okay, I want to go with the name John. Niall is around him, or connected with him, So is James. And there should also be a Catherine. Right, I don't know if Catherine was Catherine Anne or just Catherine and Anne is someone else, but I'm getting Catherine Anne very, very quickly. And it's almost like the two are kind of going together very, very close. Okay. As I said, he's a man of few words, and I just feel like he's just giving me words. It's like one word at a time, but that seemed very quick for how. Not picking up an accent on him. But I feel he would have worn a waistcoat. Not a smart three-piece suit kind of a waistcoat, just this I think was keeping warm, and I feel shirt sleeves would have been rolled up, and quite, not a big muscly man, but quite big arms that you know, not a gym bunny if I'm making sense, but somebody who would have worked hard, somebody who knew how to use a hammer, okay, because I can hear a hammer going bang, bang. And I just feel he would have always been up to something. He always would have had the shirt sleeves up. He would have had this waistcoat on. And he just would have got on with things. And quite often, you know, before people would even finish saying, oh, I wish I had this shelf, or I wish I had this sorted, it would have been done. And not just for his family. I feel he went round and he would help anyone, okay? Man of very few words, but very big gestures, a very big heart. He sees a lot of himself in you. He sees that you don't always say what you want. You don't always express what you need, but you're always there for others. And you've got this lovely, lovely energy about you, Jonathan. And he can't understand why you're not pushing yourself that little bit more, because you can achieve what you want, okay? Especially with Archangel Metatron, helping to keep you focused, helping to keep you online to where you need to be going, okay? Because sometimes you tend to start something and then you tend to drift, okay? Whoever this is on the earth plane around you who's got something with either their ear or their jaw around this area, it needs to be sorted out. They need to go to the doctors and get it out, because this is actually getting quite painful. I'm going to ask him to take this back, because I'm really getting it. I keep asking him, did you suffer from mastoids or something like, you know, the swelling behind the ear? Because it really feels like somebody's pushing behind my ears here now, really, really hard. And there's something that was connected with him, with the ears or the jaw around that area. I can't quite place what it is. It's, you know, when you have spirit brings sensations in that you can kind of, in development, we get part of the training is asking spirit to come around who passed with this condition, passed with that. So we get an idea of what a heart attack would feel like, only an idea, but it's there. We get an idea of different conditions. This is something I've not felt before. Okay, and that's why I'm saying, so it's something around that area that I'm feeling it, and it's just something I can't quite place, but I feel it's important to him. I feel there's someone around you who's got something either in the mouth, the tooth area, the jaw area, or the ear, but I also feel it connected with him when he was on this side. Okay, I feel it's something similar. Okay, he wants that sorted, but he also wants you to get things sorted, and he wants you to stop delaying things, to stop having doubts about yourself, and to actually move forward. And I always say to people in these readings, Jonathan, that you need to go back and look over the main reading, because there will be answers there for you as well. Okay, and the last two cards were about stepping out of the shadows, were about embracing what you want to do, and prayers being answered. And I think that's important as well, Jonathan. Okay, thank you for taking part. Everyone else, you know how to get in the bag. Anyone who shares anything on Mystic Moonstone, because we need to get the energy going on Mystic Moonstone, to be honest. We need to, every so often pages kind of almost implode with energy, because it's almost like we need to keep growing it. Okay. The more we grow it, the more interaction, the more games. You know, if you put up a game and it's the same people, as much as it's lovely and we're like a family and I love that, but at the same time it doesn't kind of challenge, it doesn't make the energy expand outwards, where, you know, there's always enough room, there's always, you know, if I put a game up, if it's a card reading or something and there's a huge response, I'll just double the amount of readings I do. Okay, so, you know, so don't feel like by us being small you're more guaranteed to get a reading. It's just when the interaction isn't there, then there won't be so much going on. But when the interaction is flowing, then I will meet it, and that is, you know, especially as I said, from September onwards, we really want to have the page flowing again. We want to have lots of interaction. We want to have new people coming in, so it's that new energy, new spirits coming in around us, and it will grow, and that will benefit all of us, and there will be far more going on. Okay, so congratulations once again, Jonathan. You know how to reach me, so, you know, if you have any questions, PM me and I'll see if I can answer. I can't guarantee I can give you all the answers, because once they've moved on, and the gentleman has moved on, because I've got no pain. Once they've moved on, then unless I can get them back, it's very hard to get those answers. But anyway, I will try. To the rest of you, love and light, and like I said, you know how to get your names in the bag, you know how, and any shares, you go into the end of month competition. Anybody who comes onto the page because they was recommended by somebody on the page, again goes into the end of month competition. So really share the page, get it, you know, anything you like, share it, and invite your friends. Okay, tag your friends in comments or whatever. Okay, let's grow a little bit, let's get a little bit of energy going. Thanks a lot. Bye everyone.